Hello everyone, this is Harshit Singhal. We are going to present Markov decision process and reinforcement learning on a grid word. Grid word is nothing but an n cross n matrix which consists of blank spaces, hashtag, s and numeric numbers. Numeric number represent the exit from the grid word. So empty space represent the space where our agent can move, and hashtag represent the blockage where our agent cannot move, and S represent the starting state. So this is the file environment.py which implement our grid word. There are several functions. For example, get start state which return a start state of the grid word, get states which return the every state where our agent can be, and is terminal checking if the given state is terminal or not. Get reward given a state, action and next state, what's the reward agent can get, next state and probabilities, what current given a state and action, what are the possibilities of next state will be, and get random state, getting a random state out of the given a state, and action getting a random state. The difference between this function is that this function will return all possible state with their probabilities, and this function will return one next possible state and with reward. Do action, this function actually move agent from one state to another. So let's jump right into the Markov decision process. Here we implement a Markov decision process with a value iteration, and we have two helper functions with us. This is compute q values and compute action from values. As the name suggests, compute q values given a state and action. It gives a q value of that state and action pair, short state action pair, and given this function return an action from a value. From q values, it returns which action should we take at that particular state. So this is the main function which implement the value iteration algorithm. Our algorithm will need a self-third iteration, which is number of iteration that our algorithm can go through. At each iteration, our algorithm runs a loop for every state. For every state our algorithm has to go through every action and compute the q values for each action, and assign q values and assign the maximum of these q values to the values. And at each iteration our algorithm will modify the actions. So now let's go to the reinforcement learning part of our project. So this is a file which implement a q learning with the greedy epsilon technique, and we have some helper functions with us. This is update q value, which updates the q value from given action state and next action and reward. This will update the q values at each iteration. This is the same as previous function that we see in mdb.py file. This computes the q action from a q values, and this computes the value from a q value. Is just taking max over the q values. So this function computes the action given a state. This means that with the epsilon probability, it chooses a random action for a given particular state, and with probability 1 minus epsilon, and the action will be chosen is optimal action for a given state on the basis of current q values. Now let's go to the function which implement the training of the model. So for training we have used this function which run n number of epochs. At each epoch we have to get a next action for a particular state, and run that action and get the reward from that action and update our q values, and we have assigned the state to the next state. So one caveat is that if the next state is terminal state, that is we end up in a final state, we end up exiting the grid word. So we have to assign the next state to the current starting state. Let's see the algorithm in action. Here we have imported all the files, and here is the grid we are going to see. Here there are many grids. There are many grids listed here. We can run any of the grid we want. So let's see the main code. Here we have created an instance variable of the grid world class with 0.1 noise and -1 living reward. Here the Markov decision process algorithm with 0.4 discount and with running on 100 iterations. Here is the Q-learning part, reinforcement learning part with 10,000 iteration and learning rate of 0.2 and epsilon of 0.4 and discount factor of 0.4 as well. So let's run the algorithm. Terminal. So here we can see the results of first we can see the results of Markov decision process. Let's see if they make sense or not. From 0,0 they are trying the agent is trying to go east. From 0,0 agent is trying to go east, which makes sense here. From 0,1 is trying to go south, since there is a wall right here, so he's trying to go south. From 0,3 is trying to go east. From 0,3 is trying to go east, yes, makes sense. And from 0,4 is trying to go south. From 1,0 our agent tries to go north. We can see that he is not going directly towards the reward, because he's trying to avoid those negative rewards as much as he can. Because in our case, if you wanna go north, if you're gonna go up, then there is no probability of going down. So at worst our agent can move here instead of here, but he cannot fall into the pit. So these all are same. It's trying to go north, avoiding the negative reward. Let's see the reinforcement learning part of the code. Reinforcement learning results. We can see that, let's match the results. From 0,0 is trying to go east, and in MDF is trying to go east as well. 0.0,1 is trying to go south, and it's 0.0,3 is trying to go east south, 0,4, and we can see that results are same in both. Results are approximately same in both the cases. So we can conclude that reinforcement learning can Q-learning can learn the environment, can learn the properties of the environment. So we can we will stop the demo here. See you later.